What's up, my boys? Dirty Dozen, baby. Final week. We're here. No better time than now to do a good recap, okay? This is more of a preview than a recap, to be honest with you. But, I know there's been lacking on the recaps this year, but, there's no better time than right now to really break down what's happening in the league, okay? We're heading into a really, really, really huge week for a lot of teams, okay? There's a few teams on the brink of being eliminated. There's a few teams that include Jake, Josh, Dante, Christian. It's interesting, right? So there's a lot of teams here. Obviously, points 4 is a tiebreaker, obviously outside of record. But this is where it gets really, 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 really fucking interesting, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through a few teams that got eliminated. I'm not going to bash anybody here. I'm not here to bash anybody today. I'm here to really explain what's going on. Hopefully, I'll be able to kind of explain it in a good way. I did find a website that's pretty cool with a bunch of statistics on the scenarios, which is interesting. So a lot of seeding scenarios, which I'm probably not going to go over the seeding scenarios because that's just going to take forever. But the most important part is being eliminated, right? So obviously, we know that there's 7 teams still in real contention here with only 6 spots left, okay? Eliminated teams, I guess I'll go over that real quick just to make sure everyone's on the same spot here. Manny, love you, buddy. Matt, you're short. Connor, you're white. And then we have Shawn, 11-2, or 2-11, I'm sorry. 2-11 heading into the last week of the season. Man, you're the worst team in the league by at least 14 miles. Not 8 Mile. Damn, I should have said that, bro. They've been fucking fire. Anyways, shout out Eminem, shout out Detroit, shout out fucking the deep fucking, suburbs of Detroit. Shout out my dogs, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, Shawn, you suck, bro. You absolutely fucking suck, dude. I don't know what else to tell you about it. And then the other team here who is technically not eliminated, but has less than a 1% chance of getting in is Nate. Nate, you need to score more than 160 points than Jacob and Josh to get a spot and win, obviously, which I would imagine you'd win if you score fucking 300 points. But that's not going to happen, so you're eliminated as well, buddy. Congrats to you. Now, let's get into the teams that are completely clinched. Yeah, it's a fun time to be Sundays for the boys. Not much else to say. I'm not gonna be braggadocious today. I love myself. I love my team. And I'm here for fucking chips, baby. Jacob, better start glossing that shit up, boy. And then we get into this interesting scenario of seeding, right? So every team that's outside of Sundays are for the boys who can finish first, second, or third, I believe, are in a scenario where you could be second, or you could be sixth, or you could be eliminated. A few teams that I would imagine are pretty secure is Chop God, just based on scoring. So you control your own destiny. You win, you're in. I'd imagine a win puts you in a really good position to finish second. But there's still fourth and drunk here as well. But there's a lot of scenarios here that I want to go over. But I want to go over the elimination scenarios more than anything. I feel like that's the most important thing here. So obviously the 2 teams that are at the bottom, who are technically the 2 teams really, really, really fighting for their spot, is Josh and Jacob. Okay, they basically statistically almost have a 50% chance of getting in, right? They need a lot to fall, but one of them is going to get in, and that's just the plain scenario of it. Okay. So we'll get into that, but first, Christian, you're on the wall too. A lot has to fall into place for you to lose, for you to get out, but I want to go over it anyways. Christian, you are officially eliminated with a loss and a Jake win and a Josh win and a Dom win and a Dante win. So a lot has to go wrong for you in this week for you to be eliminated. But for the most part, you're in the upper 80% chance of making it in. The scenario of that happening is unlikely, but never zero, right? So that's just keep in mind. If you win, you're good. Win, you're in, okay? But if you lose, and then Jake, Josh, Dom, and Dante all win, you're fucked and you're out. Another scenario here outside of Josh and Jacob is Dante. Dante's also against the ropes here. With a loss and a Jake win and a Christian win and a Josh win and a Dom win, you're eliminated officially. Again, you're almost 90% chance of getting in, but the scenario is never zero. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, pretty straight up here. Josh, you lose, and Jake wins, you're out. Pretty simple. Jake, if you lose and Josh wins, you're out. You don't control your own destiny in this scenario, but it's important to know what you guys have to do. So, Josh, here's how you clinch. You have to win, and Jake has to lose, or you can win, Christian can lose, you're in, or you can win, and Dante loses, you're in. Okay? That's how you're in. Okay? See, way more likely for that to happen. Okay? And at least clinch a playoff spot, obviously, with a win and a Jake loss. Okay? So interesting stuff here. Jacob, like I said, if you win, you clinch a spot with a Christian loss or a Josh loss or a Dante loss. Okay? A lot of shit to handle here, okay? So for the most part, I'm very thankful that it's not all you guys have the same record. Josh and Jacob are the ones against the wall here. So I don't remember off the top of my head who Jake's playing, but Josh is playing me, and I'm not letting go of anything. Like, I am not going easy. I want to have a first round bye. So I am coming for him, and he's a big threat. This is the thing. His team fell asleep for a few weeks, and it put him behind. But his team is back now, so I'm very strategically trying to beat him, obviously. And that goes for everyone else as well. Even those matchups that don't matter, they do matter. Every team, every game, everything matters because we're all 12 of us, even you, Shawn, are still in the money. Okay. So I want to reiterate that to you guys. We're a winning league. We're the best league in the fucking world. We've had the same group of guys for I don't know how many years now. You know, we're approaching 10 years. So it's going to be a big year. I can't wait for that. We are going to Vegas that year. And you're all going. So call babysitters, call grandmas, call uncles, call aunts, abortion clinics, adoption clinics, whatever you got to call. Take care of it. I ain't got to do that shit. But listen, the Dirty Dozen is in for a big week here. I'd imagine some playoff previews will come as well now that we're in the thick of things. But all I'm going to say is good luck to all the teams with their backs against the wall. Again, teams Jake, Josh, Dante, and Christian. More than anything, it's Josh and Jacob. Good luck this week, boys. I love y'all. I'm going to see you guys again very, very soon. Stay dirty, motherfuckers. See you at the top.